dumb himbo.
Good evening, friends, enemies, lovers, and liches. We are Apochromatic Unlimited, and all persons of color, cooperative of creators, working together to uplift the unheard voices of people of color in the TTRPG space. And I am your host, the disembodied voice of Apochromatic Unlimited, Mark J. Today we are proud to host this very special actual play of Space Taxi by Goth Hoblin. If you want to score all the fun at Apochromatic Unlimited and all this cool BIPOC content we're creating, consider becoming a patron at Apochromatic Unlimited for exclusive content, early releases, and in 2024, probably lots more of Ashton than you could ever imagine.
What?
Yeah, without further ado, let's introduce our wonderful cast, starting with Ashton.
What's going on, Power Bottoms? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. I have IBS and that's okay. Today I'm Ashton. I'm everywhere on the internet at Popsicle Mike or at Popsicle_Mike, one of the two. Also, I have a podcast called Friday Night Fights. Night is with a K, so it's Friday Night Fights. It's by King Arthur if he was a dumb himbo. You could check it out on Twitter at FKFTweets. If you don't want to support my life's work, you can go ahead and check out at Cars Conspiracy on Twitter, which is my other show, Written in the Cars, where I talk about Lightning McQueen and how he's really hot and has sex for sure. I did it.
It's done. Next, Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki or Akino if you're feeling fancy. My pronouns are she, her, and you can find me all over the internet at some variation of Akinomi underscore art where I do many things, too many things. Do I have a problem with saying no? Perhaps, but that's a me problem and not a you problem. Um, God, things to plug. Check out my podcast at Goblets and Gays. We are an award winning one. We finished campaign one, so there's tons of time for you to catch up as we begin campaign two in 2024. When? I don't fucking know. And if you want to see me do streaming related things, you can catch me over at Nameless Domain, where I frequent, and also at the Mandy's channel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I play a bunny bard necromancer. We call her a bunomancer. Things are pretty gay over there. Just saying. And it should be January, so that means we're going to be back from our seasonal hiatus. So yeah, come check us out. Do things. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Am I allowed to curse? Cause I dropped like two. Maybe now this will be my third f bomb. Who knows? We're allowed to curse, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, unless Twitch changes rules and kicks us off Twitch, we
Okay,
should be
well,
good.
like, damn, I dropped like two, and it's like we're not even 10 minutes in. My bad.
Well, you did say damn, and I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm good.
And finally, Glyza.
Hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them, and I do a lot of things on the internet. But right now, I just want to take this time to ask of every single one watching, now and in the future, to call for a ceasefire and to stop the genocide of the Palestinian people. Call your reps, send letters, faxes, text messages, protest, educate yourself by going to decolonizepalestine.com, but mostly bring the truth of what's happening to the public. Witness for yourself and show what's happening right now in Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
And last but not least, our Game Master, Tenzin.
Hello, I am Tenzin. You can find me on socials at Tenzin Days, as in days of the week. Pronouns are they, them. Today we are going to play Space Taxi, created by the amazing Goth Hoblin on their socials, and it's using the Caltrop core system. As for my personal plugs, let's see. I have a few things happening currently. I have my own podcast called TTRPG podcast called Hot People Play TTRPG. It is about 3 to 4 episodes right now, but we are definitely planning to add more by early next year, or let's just say 2024. And I'm also part of a D&D campaign called What We Do in the Shallows. It's on Twitch under the user Matihi, who's our amazing GM. And I also play in a Call of Cthulhu campaign, which is hosted by Ballad of the Seven Dice. The campaign is a 2 parallel back-to-back game, Pathfinder and Cthulhu. I'm in the Cthulhu one. It's called Escaping Carcosa. So that's where you can find me in terms of me in action. Otherwise, you can find out the rest on my social or my card site. And I also promote the same sentiment from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. So, let's begin our amazing space taxi adventure. But first, I will describe a little bit about the game. Space Taxi is a zany tabletop RPG for 1 to 4 players and a GM, where players are all passengers of the same taxi, taking them on a journey through outer space. Each character type has their own goal to complete before their trip is over, and will encounter all kinds of things along the way. But watch out for the space cats. These adorable little fluff balls can be as mischievous as they are cute. Is it mischievous or mischievous?
Honestly, I say mischievous, but it could be.
Oh my god,
Could
yeah,
be
that's a
any
good
of
one
them.
too. Yeah,
I was gonna say
mischievous.
the accent kind of changes. I think
It
because
does.
I do know tons of people go mischievous.
I
They
like that
pronounce
too.
everything.
Mischievous. Mischievous sounds more British. Anyways, so in outer space, you have the endless vast void, full of stars, galaxies, satellites, spaceships, booming with different extraterrestrial life forms, stars being born and dying and then being reborn again, planets crashing and colliding, things be exploding out there, and life is just anywhere you manage to search for, if you look for it. And amongst all this beauty and chaos, there is a wonderful space taxi service, a beautiful car. It's bubblegum pink, classic Cadillac car with a glowing green sign on the top of its hood that reads the text taxi. However, the word taxi is perceived in any language that the customer needs it to be seen. So, although it may appear as a simple Earth-like Cadillac, that's only because it's our perception. To another life form that has no concept of a car, let's say, but maybe a ship or a delivery or transport service, it'll appear in a different format. However, we can agree that at least it seats about five life forms. Two seats in the front, one for the driver, and three in the back, and maybe a little bit of a trunk space if one can fit in there. Well, it's bigger on the inside than the outside. It's sort of like that particular telephone booth everybody may know about, outer space. Yeah. So our driver today is a wonderful, radiant, sky bluish crystallized humanoid. Here's his pronouns are he, they, as in HEA. Has shards and has shard-like jagged features. So where you might see some pointy cheekbones, they're actually crystals. Not transparent in terms of in the center at the core, but as the features thin out along the edges, you can see some translucency. The eyes are like light blue opals, and this driver, wears a pink suit, a somewhat similar bubblegum pink colored suit with a white crop top that shows off their beautiful jagged six-pack, let's say, and wears a sort of let's say a cowboy hat, and has the height is about 6'9", just so we can get a reference. Their name is Iridescent Quartz, also nicknamed Ira. So Ira today is a brand new frame of time shift for our driver. He is cruising along and checking his GPS, waiting for an alert to ping to see who the next customer might be, or maybe somebody's just thinking that they need a ride, and somehow through time and space, the taxi cab knows where to find them. And as he's driving, he sees a beautiful little sparkly ping that's in the color of pink on this map that has that's a black template, but it has lines and in all over different directions, almost like those astronomical charts, the maps of the sky, but that's as much as you can see, because anything deeper you'd have to be able to witness a different plane of existence, another dimension. He's always excited to find a new passenger. And as he revs up the engine, there are boosts of fiery explosion comes out of the jets from the wingtips of the car, and he zooms off into space. And finally, after what feels like maybe an instant, maybe 20 years have gone, we don't know, Ira stops at a interesting planet. It's colored blue, white, and it's blue and white, but not in a way where you would think the white represents clouds and the blue represents oceans. It's actually like lines of blue and white, much like a flag from maybe a certain French origin, and we come closer to a floating bus stop. Let's say a floating bus stop, which is just floating in the right above the atmosphere of the planet, and Ira sees that there is actually an individual waiting to be picked up. The car slows down and stops right in front of this interesting little character, and I would like to ask Ashton, please describe your character and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so as you approach, the first thing you see is just like a small, maybe like 3 foot tall, balding man in a suit, a very well pressed, fancy looking lad with a big handlebar mustache. And as you get closer, he does not even react or look anywhere but straight ahead. And you see that he's holding up what looks like a tray, a very fancy tray. And on the tray is a fishbowl. And in the fishbowl is a little goldfish, and that is Gilbert. And he looks very excited. He's wearing like little glasses, like big circle glasses. But otherwise he's just swimming around in circles, just a regular little fish boy waiting to get into this taxi.
Ira sticks their head out the window of the car in the passenger side and tips their hat and says, "Howdy, fella. Looking for a ride?"
Yes, I am.
Great.
I didn't practice the accent beforehand. He might be Dutch.
Yeah, that's fine. Do whatever. Any mixture is fine. Maybe you emigrated. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, there's plenty of seats over here. Have a pick, and whereabouts are you wanting to go?
Oh, anywhere. I want to go anywhere. It's not French.
All right, you just gotta ask. You seem awfully young to be traveling by yourself.
No, I'm not young. I'm an adult, as you can see by my legs, handlebar mustache.
All right. Well,
I'm not 12.
Oh, well, I didn't say you were, but now, okay. Well, if you've got the currency, then I'm happy to oblige.
Yes, I have, yes. And the man.
All right.
The man reaches into his pocket and just like brings out there's a bunch of napkins in his hand, as well as some money, and he just like holds out his hand and like puts it through the window.
Great. Ira reaches out for it and throws that into the glove compartment that somehow wasn't there before and now suddenly is. And says, "Perfect. I appreciate your patronage and get on in. Choose whatever seat you'd like."
Yes, I want to go to Disney World.
I'm not really sure where that is, but I'm willing
Anywhere
to
in
search.
Disney World, if you believe. He just-
Well then, I guess I do
the man
believe.
sits in there.
Which
Just
seat do
holding
you
the
take?
fish. Just holding the fish on a tray.
Yeah, which seat do you take? Like the one of the hump, the side, the front.
He takes a side seat, and so that the man who's holding the tray, like the fishbowl, is right against the window.
Beautiful. All right. Well, make sure you buckle up. It can get a little bumpy.
Okay. Nothing
Okay.
happens.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say that even if you don't visually like physically buckle up, there is protection within the cab. So there's it's high def. It's high tech. It's everything that you would wish for a transportation service in the galaxy in outer space. Great. So we go off. I get another ping on my map. This time it is getting a some kind of strange like spiral design on the map. The spiral is looking dark purple, and then it's just kind of like loading, like those loading screens, and Ira says, "Oh, well, we got another one. Are you okay to share the ride with a new stranger slash maybe a friend?"
Oh yes, I love friends, and I love making them, and also I love to I love going places.
All right
and,
then.
and being an adult.
All right then. By the way, I don't believe I've introduced myself. My name is Ira Courts, but you can call me Ira.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Gilbert Poisson, and you can call me Gil. And my legs here don't have name.
All right, don't have name and Gil's. Pleasure to meet you.
He doesn't even have sentience. You don't have to refer to him at all. He's simply an autonomous being who carries me from room to room.
Oh, like a robot.
Well, he lives. He breathes.
Oh.
And he thinks, but he's not allowed
Oh.
to act on that.
Oh, so like a babysitter?
More just like my legs.
Interesting. All right then, whatever you say, kid. And we
I'm an
arrive.
adult. I'm not 12.
Sorry, whatever you say, sir.
Yes.
And so we traveled for a while, shooting meteors past us. Some of them scrape against the paint of the car, but but luckily it doesn't chip the paint or really impacts it. Almost like it has some sort of force shield around it. There's and I believe maybe Gil's is looking out of the window going ooh and ah, and Ira's just kind of pointing and ooh la la, and Ira's just also pointing out aspect, and that's where I met Sally Beats. She had the best space beats on that farm. Don't forget Sally's Beats. And we just keep going, and it's like, oh, that's where I fought that intergalactic whale humanoid. Man, did they have the biggest tongue. Anyways, and we just keep going.
Whales. Crazy.
Yes, all kinds. You meet all kinds of life forms out here when working the job that I do, but I love it. I love an adventure, and I love meeting new beings.
Well, me too.
Well, good. Then we can get along just fine then. And finally, we arrive at a Aki. Where does the taxi arrive? And please introduce your character.
You arrive at oh goodness, at Sector A1 Premium. It basically a small, like a dwarf planet, but it's still like a planet. You know what I mean? But it's just a dwarf-sized planet that has essentially been turned into a multi-tiered intergalactic superstore. It is basically it's basically just I don't know. I'm pretty sure TNT exists also in the states.
Space TNT.
Space TNT, where they have kind of everything. They have, of course, enormous amounts of produce, as well as just straight up things that you can, like, a whole ass meal you can buy and go. They have ridiculous line of space Korean skincare products.
Shut up! Shut up!
And then they also have, God, like fucking slippers, appliances. It's basically just, yeah, like I said, Space TNT, it's Space TNT. But multi-tiered, multi-leveled, and it's kind of ridiculous. It's bright, it's bustling. There is like a line to get in, a line to get out, 5 entrances at least, and then you probably go to the closest we can get to a pickup turnabout, because I don't think taxis are gonna want or need to wait for like a parking space. You just need to pick me up and go, and the traffic is horrible. People here just kind of go and questionably drive, walk around, fly around, float around, until eventually you see this, you could tell that she was taller at one point in her life. But right now she is like 4'10" on a good day. This sweet looking old human woman. She is somewhere between 60 and 1,000. She has curlers sort of in her hair. Her hair is in between black, gray, and white. Yes, it's graying with age, but we're still fighting it with like dyes and henna or something. And she's got this big like cap visor specific, and the visor is like kind of like that mesh cleary stuff, so it's to block out the sun if there was any, and some nice fancy cat eye sunglasses. She herself is in this velvet green matching tracksuit with these like really nice but fluffy comfortable pink sandals, and she's got one of those bags that like have wheels to it, filled to the brim with groceries, and a nice fancy space Louis Vuitton clutch on her side as she waits with a phone that is the equivalent of a brick in her hand, looking for where this spoober driver is.
That's amazing. Oh wow, I love that. So the two drive up with obviously Iridis and at the wheel, and again they poke out their head from the passenger side of the window with the hat tipped and says, "Looking for an Edith? Isn't Edith around here waiting for a ride?"
Sure, yeah, that's me.
Oh, do you want some help with those bags?
Oh, that would be lovely, please.
My pleasure. And Ira comes out of the taxi, grabs the bags off of the nice old lady, and moves to put them in the trunk, closes the trunk, and then holds open the door for Edith. And which way, like, where do you want to sit? Where does Edith sit?
The back seat, anywhere in the back seat, so long as it's like free, honestly.
Yeah, so the other window, the other
Pretty
window
much.
side. Okay, great. And opens the door and waits as Edith slowly, by tiny steps, climbs into the car
Yeah,
and lightly shuts
she
it.
walks like if you were to take a step, she walks 1/5 of the step, so it's just little clattering feet. But like you don't gotta wait too long. It's just I look like I was animated by the same people who did the Powerpuff Girls, and it's just. I see that you open the door and go, oh, thank you. Now aren't you just the nicest thing? And then I like put my clutch in first. Both hands on
Clutch first.
The seat. Yeah, clutch. Yep. Both hands on the seat. Push myself up because I need help. But like, I don't want you to help me for this part. I'm still independent enough to sit down. And and I get in. I get nice and comfortable. Put on my seatbelt like a good passenger. And then I notice that there is a fish in here. And I go, oh, I didn't know that. This was a share ride.
You know, y'all know that scene in SpongeBob where SpongeBob's leaning against the glass and he's like sliding with Squidward. It's exactly that. As you get into the car, Gil is so excited to see someone else, and he's just like, "Oh, hello! Look at us. We're probably the same age."
I mean, sure. I'm Edith.
Oh, hello. My name is Gilbert, and these are my legs. He's turning into Borat.
Instead of my wife, it's
My
my
wife,
legs.
my legs.
These are my legs.
And I just, oh, and what a fine pair of legs they are, yes. And
He's
I
very
give you-
fun. He's very
try
fun
to-
to
you-
hang
you-
out
you-
with.
You keep saying like I'm hovering my hand, like I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Like I want to shake yours, but you're in like a fucking fishbowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's not gonna work. I can't tap on the glass. That would be awful for you, right?
That would give me anxiety. But it's okay. Hand, and he just kind of like looks at his legs, and slowly the hand raises up.
Ooh.
And he shakes your hand, and then he just
I
slowly
give
puts it
your
back down.
disembodied hand a shake.
He's good. He's good legs. Maybe not good hands shaker. But he learns good.
That's wonderful. And I sit. And I put my clutch on my lap. And I just.
Well, nice to see you two getting along. Good to make new friends.
We're the same age.
Yeah. All right then. Is everyone buckled in and ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, pardon me, Edith. I did not get your trip details. Where might you be heading?
Oh, it's real close by. Just the 5th black star, in the Prezon galaxy.
Ah, the Prezon Galaxy. My, that's quite the neighborhood to be living in, I must say. Are you sure you're safe there, little old you?
Oh, I'm absolutely safe. I'm a lot tougher than I look, you see.
All right, I definitely believe you. Well then, it's been my pleasure to have two acquaintances today. I don't usually have this many. If not, sometimes I just get one every 10 to 40 years. All right, let's do this, friends. And then
Thank you.
the
I love you
ride
too.
and the jet starts again, and we zoom off, doing a few like twirls and loop-de-loops, and it's not. It's sometimes it's just for fun, or sometimes it's required because we're breaking different dimension barriers, and sometimes and when we do break those dimensional barriers, you feel like every part of you is kind of either duplicating and splitting like backwards in time and then catching up back to you, and like, or like a piece of your inside, like your spirit or your soul, however, whatever you choose to define it as, separates from the carbon copy of you and then comes back, but it doesn't maybe fit the same way, like a puzzle piece, missing a bit of a millimeter of a cardboard, and as we pass through different planes, you see different beings that you've never witnessed before. But luckily, those beings don't seem to notice us. They just sort of ignore the cab as it passes through different planes and different light years in space. Finally, we get another click on the map, the astronomical map, and this time the beeping is a red X symbol, and Ira's like, oh, I haven't seen this one yet. We got another one, friends. Are y'all comfortable if I pick up this new customer?
Yes.
This is not gonna be added to the fare, is it?
Everybody pays their own fare for their own destination. It's not a group shared fare.
Alright.
Perfect. Thank you. And then we zoom off, and what we find as we get there is a very bleak, rundown, rusty, almost deserted looking space station out in the depths of almost nowhere. You look around, you think you see some twinkling of stars and planets or nebulas, but really you haven't seen this much space in outer space in a while. And at the station, we have someone, hopefully someone, waiting for us. Glyza, can you kindly introduce us, your character, and how we find you?
There's this space station in the middle of nowhere, and it has nothing connected to it. And there's only one person there. You look at that. If you look at that person, you can definitely explain to other people what that person looks like, how tall they are, how short they are, how fat, how thin, how what color their shirt is, or whatever. But when you look away, you can't seem to remember everything you put into your mind. That is Jejomar. Jejomar is an undefinable being, and you can only remember what they look like when you're looking straight at them. But the minute you turn away, you just remember the feeling that you have, and that feeling is exactly what Jejomar is. And you can't even describe what that feeling is, but you know that's Jejomar. Jejomar is standing there at the bus stop at the space station, and he is swearing up a storm. You can't understand it because it's in Tagalog, but he is swearing up a storm, and he's just like, nak ng putang ina, nandito na naman ako, hindi naman ako makapunta sa, kailangan ko umuwi, nandito na naman ako. So it's just like a stream of Tagalog, and I hope my mom doesn't watch this because I did swear in Filipino.
I understood like a quarter of that. You think you're slick? Nah.
I really hope my mom doesn't watch this because she doesn't hear me swear. So just like whatever, and sees this taxi coming, and just starts waving their hands, just like excitedly waving their hands, and like, yes, finally, I'm gonna get picked up, and just like, I'm over here, but it's in Tagalog. Nandito ako.
Beautiful. It's almost like Ira doesn't heard you before seeing you, for sure, and pulls up, and doesn't actually have the most, like out of the last two passengers, it's been very friendly, it's been very cordial, but there's almost like a pause in his voice this time, a bit of a tug in the tone, and says, "Howdy, your ride is here. Where might you be heading?"
Jejomar looks at Ira, knowing exactly who Ira is, and there's like a flashback of tears and snot and heartbreak and kissing and more tears and snot and like door slamming. And Jejomar stares at you and goes, he switches the translator button on his arm and goes, I just want to go home anywhere. Just take me home, and then puts the thing back to the translator. Ay, sit. Bad trip naman to. Which is basically like, oh shit, this is bad. And just like pulls it back up. Yes, anywhere. I just pick me up and drop me off. That is great. I am Jane. That is my name, Jane.
Yes. Nice to meet you, Jay. Please pay. Yes, please pay your fare.
Okay.
And please have a seat wherever you may like. Mind you, there are two others in the back. They are very friendly and would be happy to get to know you. Otherwise, there is a seat beside over up here. But I'm sure you'd like the back.
Jejomar looks at the seat in the back. There's no space enough for him there. The size of him is big enough that he wouldn't fit, but small enough that he would be perfect for the front seat. So he goes, I don't think I will fit in the back, but I will sit here up front, and please just drive. And just sits at the front.
Got it, boss. Please buckle in and let's go, folks. And then immediately puts Crystal to the pedal, and fucking like there's just some kind of like boost to this one. Like usually in the back row, the back seat, it was like a nice little plunge into the depths of the space, but this time it felt like a shove, like a hitch as you as the taxi cab rides off, and this is where
go,
yes.
I start screaming.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
No, I think you broke something.
Oh, my apologies. Are you okay?
Headed.
Oh no.
My name's Gilbert.
Well, if you check behind my seat, there's a compartment of some necessities you might like. Please help yourself. Charge your devices. Refuel on some healthy snacks. Anything is available.
Do you have a mac and cheese?
Definitely, we have a million different recipes of mac and cheese. However, there is an additional cost. It unfortunately isn't completely free.
I can't eat mac and cheese. I'm just a little fish.
Well, we have mac and cheese flavored fish flake food as well.
I'll
Like I
take
said,
that.
million options.
I take
Perfect.
it.
And then like if you when you open the compartment in the seat seat in front of you, but the back of it, you'll see like a nice little sliding device, like a plate, much like on the airplanes, but it's actually going to come out of some cold cloud escapes it, and there's like a glowing pink light, but you can't see through it. But out of that light and cold fog comes a can with some opening with some holes on the lid of it, so you can it's labeled mac and cheese, fish food, delicacy, 3.956783 whatever dollar price, and it's just it's almost like the the number of pi, but it's like not the number of pi. It starts as if it was, but it's a totally different sequence. So that's that's what comes out, and that's ready for you.
Oh yeah, no, my legs is gonna grab it and immediately just start like putting it into the fishbowl, and Gilbert's gonna like eat each piece one at a time, and he's like, "Ooh, it's so good. I am a lactose intolerant though. It's okay."
Ah, you should have asked for the lactose-free mac and cheese. We have vegan options too.
What?
Well, I didn't know about that. I unfortunately don't know all your dietary needs. But
Yes, that's fair.
the seat will definitely provide
Why
you
would
what you
no,
wish.
No. Then why would you offer? Okay, listen. First the ride sharing, being unaware of it. Then the acceleration. I can't see the color green. And now the dietary snacks that do not meet our this justifies for a discount. I demand a discount.
Ginger Moore is laughing in the side here. He's like,
This is
Gil
also my
is
special
now
action.
looking out the window, just like
Um,
awkwardly.
Aside from the discount, how about a complimentary snack for you? Edith, I apologize if this has been a bunch of surprises. I will do my best to provide you a smooth ride from now on. But however, I cannot control what happens out in outer space.
You can control your speed.
I will be going at a minimum 30 light years an hour for you.
Ginger
Okay,
Moore.
I have a question about.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I have a question about the special action thing because I didn't
Yes.
roll or anything. But that's what I'm using right now.
Oh yes. So that's a bad on my part. I haven't picked a card yet, so that's where we're actually gonna start. Using the dice and the deck of cards and such. So yes, I will draw the first one, and please definitely feel free to use your special move. When we get this first bit, I have drawn a 3 of spades. So on the book here, 3 of spades, what we get is pick a character at random. Their stomach begins to rumble loudly and insistently as you near the sign for Pete's Eats, a popular intergalactic chain of diners.
I have a feeling
So,
that it's the lactose intolerant one that should have a rumbly tummy.
definitely agree. Randomly, I will randomly pick Ashton's character, Gilles. And as for you, Keep and your character, please feel free to roll for your character sheet's goal. You get to roll 2 d4s because and you take the higher one. Oh, and in that case, I get to load up the journey, like each bar for me, because every time we draw a card or a scene or whatever, I get to fill that in or remove it based on what the cards say. Why can't I remove it right now?
I take the higher, right? 2d4 take the higher.
You take the higher, yes. So what is your highest?
4.
Oh, that's the highest. So that is a lovely success. That's an absolute success, and you get what you want and more. So, what's your character's goal, Bar?
My goal is to make this journey as cheap as possible. And
Okay.
so by using my special action, I successfully get a -1 fare and a +1 in my goal.
Okay, that's actually perfect because now I won't add a star to the fair. Like I'll take it away, because otherwise each card I draw I get to add like for every bar. So let me just move. Why is this being so difficult right now? All I want to do is paste things here. Just paste. All right, gas bar pasted, and then stupid other. Okay, paste 1, 2. It said load every single bar for the cab, right? Or is it just 3 of them? Let me double check. Journey bar, gas bar, and fare bar, but not the damage bar. Okay, so I don't load that one. So great. We have on my taxi driver sheet a star for the journey bar, but 0 for the fare bar, and 1 for the gas bar. So that's where we are. So good job for getting a star on your go sheet with that maneuver. But you can still get that complimentary whatever snack for free, just because you get what you want and more. So what would your character like to get from this endless selection of goodies in this taxi cab?
Okay, well, I think, what would I want? What would I? You know what? I'm gonna take for the sake of comedy and the fact that I can use this as a prop. Pull out a full container of of Iraqi street food. And
All
have
right.
rice, the nice shawarma meat, all the good sauces. It's nice. It's warm. It smells great. And I just pull it out of your tiny cabinet. What is it? Not even a cabinet. It's a like the equivalent of a glove compartment, but for the back seat.
Beautiful. And as the card said, we are pulling up to Pete's Eats, and we have Gills over here starting. Well, is it Gil? Can Gil's tummy rumble? Is that audible? Like, what does it look like for you when you're hungry?
It's just like bubbles coming out of his behind, just like going up. And they'll when they pop on the surface, they'll make a little tiny grumbly noise.
I love that. Okay. Well, something tells me over here, y'all might be a little hungry. Luckily, we are pulling up to one of my favorite pit stops. As you can see on your right of the ride, this is Pete's Diner. I have millions of nice things to say about Pete's Diner, but it won't matter unless you try it yourselves. So we go around, obviously going through the drive-through part because we're gonna stay within the taxi cab, and the diner. It looks like a beautiful classic like 80s diner with like what you would American diner, let's say, where you'd see like these red chairs. I don't know if I'm chronologically correct. Is it 80s that they would still have those things? I want to say it. Yeah. And you've got people with their little pink and white checkered uniforms with the white apron and a little hat, and everybody seems to suddenly have the same southern accent as Iridescent. We pull up to the window where we order the food, any kind of food really, but mainly fried. You can order anything, but they will be fried, or sugary. And you spot as we head to the window a squid-like entity with their many tentacles wrapped up in hygienic gloves, so for handling food, and a hair mask, but not so much for their hair, but more of their tentacles. They have beautiful giant orbus pink eyes, and they says at the window when seeing Ira and perks up. Well, looky here, if it isn't the big shot driver man himself. Ira, honey, how have you been? Welcome to Pete's Corner. Pete's Eats, sorry. That Pete's Corner is the other one I work at when I'm not working here. And then Ira says, give me a second. This is a Patreon the tier. We're going to have our Patreon name the character. So, I'm going to call this one Anna Turney. So,
That's really good.
So, Anna Turney. And Ira says, Miss Turney, You look radiant as ever. Every time I stop by here, every few hundred years, nothing changes. You are still as gorgeous and as youthful as the day I met you. And then Anna's like, oh, one of her tentacle pokes that, oh, hush you. You're always doing that smooth talking, but you never taking me out. And then Ira's like, well, sugar, I will one day, I promise you that. It'll be the best meal you'll ever have. I'm just busy working. As you can see, I've got 3 lovely passengers in here hoping to order one of your best dishes. Now, I'd like my usual, please. And then Anna's like, coming right up, darling. And it's some, and so that's getting worked on. And Ira turns to the back, and obviously to his right, and says, "Would anybody like to order anything at Pete's?" God, why do I keep forgetting the name? At Pete's Eats. It's on me because I feel a little bad about the rough ride today. So would anybody like something? On me.
Can I have a baguette, but fried? Like a fried baguette?
A fried baguette?
You put it in the fryer?
Yes. Everything's fried here.
That's what. Yes.
Yes. And then Ira turns to and says the order, fried baguette, please. And then Anna comes back with, is that whole wheat, white, green, eggshell, like what, like mineral coated, like what would you like?
My mom usually gets the whole wheat, but I am having a good time by myself, so I will get the white. Yes.
Okay, and then Ira says, the white, please. Thank you, sugar. And orders that, and then turns to the rest and says, anybody else would like anything?
Judge Omar has been grumbling this entire time. It's like, it's okay, Anna. You don't miss anything by not being taken out by this Ira person. But it's like grumbling quietly to himself in the corner, and then he goes, "It's okay. I'm not hungry. That's a figure of speech. Of course, I'm hungry. I want an omelet."
A fried omelet, I'm assuming?
Well, yes, Ira. What else would it be? Everything is fried here.
Yeah, okay. Is that what kind of fowl would you like?
I want a chicken wrap.
Okay, a chicken egg. All right. And then orders that. Oh, a chicken wrap fried. Okay, got it. And then orders that. And then now turns to Edith and says, "How about you, my dearest?"
Oh, well, aren't you just the sweetest little thing? And this whole time, for the record, Edith has pulled out like a tiny little pocketbook, and has been taking quick notes about things that she's noticed. And so you kind of just see her close the pocketbook and put it back into her clutch. And Edith continues and goes, I'm just a little parched. I think I would like some beverages. Do you have any? What do you have here? I haven't
Sure.
formulated.
Let me ask for you, dear. And then I ask the window. Anna comes back with a mini list of things. Some where it's like a gaseous form from a dying star, or flavor, or like pecan with the splash of aged cheese. And then you have things like the spiciest thing in the galaxy, that could melt your skeleton from inside out. So there's a whole range of different things. Or if you prefer mint, everybody likes mint out here. So it's a wide range of things. But out of everything, it is heavily added with sugar.
And fried.
It comes in a mug, but it's like made out of like fried bread.
It's like a bread bowl, but like a mug bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, like a fried like a fried bread mug.
That's such a good idea.
You don't have to eat it, but it's there if you don't if you know feel a little more like after a good tea.
Oh my god, no, because you said bread bowl, but I was thinking, because we're talking about drinks, I was thinking of like a bread cup, and then you were like, oh, but all the drinks are high in sugar, so now I'm like picturing like fucking orange crush in a bread cup, like, ugh.
Oh, that sounds actually kind of.
Don't you dare say it's busting. I saw your face.
That's
It
sick,
up,
though.
dude.
I mean, every kind of meal
Yeah.
is good for people. I would drink it hard.
Okay. Edith thinks for a little bit and goes, could I get like maybe just the strongest, darkest roast you got, double it. But like with 30% less sugar than you usually do, since everything here is just kind of a little bit sugary for me. And I'd like a straw, but not the biodegradable kind, the one that is made out of all the plastics, all of them. And if it could be purple in
Multi-plastic,
color,
yes.
that would be amazing. And I would also need a sleeve because my hands are just not what they used to be, before I could touch a whole pan with boiling oil, and now I'm just brittle and old. And I would like the whipped cream, but the kind that's made out of the weird Star Wars blue milk, because it's decaffeinated. And if you could just top it all off with the essence of a dying star, that'd be great.
And you have in the window taking all this order down from two pair of tentacles writing it down, and the other tentacle typing it up into the computer system for the order with every kind of customization requested. Says, "Oh, that is one expensive order, Ira. I hope you have the pockets for this kind of purchase because it's a doozy." And then Ira's like, "Sugar, I wouldn't treat if it wasn't well deserved. I would hate to be a terrible driver. I pride myself in being an amazing driver." And then like as Ira's going on, there's like 500 other vehicles in behind going beep 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 beep. Like fucking hurry up, stop the flirting. And it's like,
Kumar's
well,
on the side going, never call me sugar.
and like then we finally say goodbye and says, "All right, well I'll give you a ring when I'm around next. We'll go for that date one day." And then Anna says, "Sure, okay, we'll see about that. Bye, Ira." And then we go around, get to the pickup. Everybody gets their meal, and there is a parking space kind of where people can park their vehicles and eat what they want to eat, or maybe sit on the hood or step aside a little. There is a force field that at least gravitationally you can stand on, and an invisible orb around where atmospherically you're protected from the outer space dangers. So yeah, I was like, "Well, if you're okay with, unless you want to eat while we're driving, I suggest we take a little breather here and eat some of that Pete Eats. What do y'all say?"
I think we should go.
Yes. Oh. Hey, I like the man holding the tray kind of like moves the fishbowl so that it's like in between the two seats, and he's like, "Hey, hello, my name is Gilbert, and you seem to have issues. I was wondering if you wanted to talk about the issues."
Who are you talking to?
Well, really, any of you who have issues.
I don't have issues.
Okay.
It's a perfectly issueless situation. There's no
Okay.
issue here.
Okay. So I will eat my fried baguette in peace then. And
Yes, enjoy your fried baguette. And then at this point, Jajamar sort of like looks, gives like a dagger look at Ira and goes, "I will stand outside because the accent is is infectious and I don't want it. And then just sort of like stands outside.
Hi, it's me again. I think they were lying about the issues because that seems like
Like
a lot.
an issue.
It's an issue.
Is there okay? So, do any of your character roll for this in like is it are you using your special move in this version or just you're just what's your goal here?
Oh, no, I'm not. I just.
Okay, brilliant.
I am gonna use my special action here. Um Basically to make you like decide, oh, it's time to go. And I'm going to roll basically, oh no, not you again. With the when I looked at you pointedly, I want you to remember who Jejomar is, and I want you to have like flashbacks about what happened in this relationship. So let me just
Okay,
roll it.
I love that.
In the meantime, Gilbert has just stuck the entire baguette into the fishbowl.
I
Is it
rolled-
soaking up the water?
Yeah, it is.
I rolled a 3. You don't respond, but you basically decide to speed up a little when you start going, and eye me warily in the when you look at me.
Okay, so and you roll two d4s, yes? One towards your
Yes.
goal and okay, good.
3
Okay,
and
the
5.
higher. Yeah. Okay, great. So yeah, Iridescent definitely feels the piercing gaze of a spurned lover, as one might say, and suddenly remembers the slamming of the doors, the angry making out, and the crying and the wailing, and then throwing that flower vase against the wall where where the photograph of the two of them looking happy is, and it's like a montage of their very dramatic and emotional love story. And
There's a meadow. We're both lying down on the meadow, looking at the stars, reaching out, and then there's a rip in that picture. It's just very emotional.
yes, and any stat changes on that 3? What does it say for the like anything I need
added
to?
+1 to the goal for me.
So you add one to the goal, but I don't have to add or decrease anything, right? Okay, great. Good to know. Okay, beautiful. And well, considering that, Ira suddenly begins to speed up eating his food, which is actually a bunch of fried crystals, some rubies, some emeralds, some obsidians and onyx or whatever every mineral that exists. I don't know minerals. It's all sedimentary, my friend. And
Oh, good. That was so good.
thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And
Good
we're
good
outta
job.
here.
Good night,
Yay.
folks. Yeah. Um, but as he's like chowing down, like starts kind of like choking on a little bit, like, and then like grabs a giant like cup, fried bread. Mug cup and starts sipping the sugary drink, which tastes like phosphorus gas and with a ton of sugar, and starts chugging and choking a little bit.
Don't die. You're the driver.
Pardon me. Just ate a little too fast.
When Gil says "don't die," Jejomar like looks through the window just to, making sure that he doesn't miss anything. Oh, you're fine. All right, whatever. That stands outside again.
Okay, beautiful. So we get back in the cab not much later. Hopefully everybody's either finished or partly finished eating and is satisfied. Yes,
Does this count as a different scene, or is it
this is still this extension. Yeah, because we have only drawn one card so far from the Pete's Diner.
Dope. Thank you.
So I will draw the next card as we won't, let's say we're not, no, actually, no, because Glyza had a success, we will be back in the cab and it will have started and moving. Let's see what this one is. Oh, it's a 7 of clubs. But before we start the next scene, how's everyone feeling? Do we need a break?
I'm good.
Good?
I'm also good.
Okay.
Though I do want to say my heart out is like 6, right? So I don't know if we still want to do the break just to get the break out of the way or not.
Oh no, it's more about how people are feeling. So if they're okay to go another like 50 minutes or so, like before our break, let's say, then yeah. Okay, beautiful. So, shit, I drew that 7 of clubs. Let's see what that tells us. It's gonna be really hard for me to get out of this accent after this is done. Um, 7 of clubs, yeah. Warp portal. Add 1 to the journey bar. Okay, let me go ahead and do that for me. Another to the journey bar. And I'm gonna add 1 to the fair bar because every card is I add something to these guys. Wow. And I will let you know what we do with this. Come on, don't do this to me again, Star. There we
Do you
go.
add
Now
to the
I think I
gas
figured
bar
it
as
out.
well?
I do, yeah. Each time I add a thing. So warp portal. As we're driving, something starts making a very like almost like a fire alarm sound on the map, the astronomical map, and it's like you know like and then going like a million different siren sounds. It's just so everybody understands that it's a problem, and as we're driving, Iris says, everybody hold on, we are about to approach something of a portal. You might experience some nausea, but if you're buckled in tight, we will be just fine. So please make sure to have your seats upright and buckle in.
Ooh, wait, a portal? I've never seen one of those before. I'm gonna use my special action real quick. And it's wow, would you look at that? And I want to try to take a picture of the portal.
Is that towards your goal or is that seduction?
Yes. No.
Towards your goal.
Yeah, it's towards my goal.
You know what? I love that. Yes. So, because let's say what if you're trying to take that, like I'm trying to like kind of slow down so you can, you know, at least get a good angle of it or something. So, because the reality starts to distort around the space and time. So, please roll your 2d4s.
Cool. Wow, just 2 2s. The driver acknowledges your request with sarcastic agreement, but keeps driving at the same speed. Wait! No!
I can't really control what happens. It's a portal. We're getting pulled in. It's all sarcasm because we're not really getting pulled in. I'm just like, it's a lie.
I'm going to do a special action as well. Oh no, not
Okay.
me again. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, hey, Ira, do you remember the last time you were in a portal? And then, and in that, it was a similar portal. The colors were purple and pink, and we got drawn into it because we were distracted by each other's hands, and we were in the midst of a wonderful affair of our hands just sort of touching each other, and that's how we got drawn into the portal, and that's what Judge Omar is trying to think these thoughts at you and not trying to see if you remember it. And I'm gonna roll. Oh no, not you again.
Oh, so basically your character's goal is to make me feel so like awkward and uncomfortable that I'd like speed the hell up or something.
And drop me off my destination as soon as possible. So this ride.
Yeah, like Ira's never kicked out a passenger ever first. So let's go ahead and roll for your 2Ds.
Yeah. So that is 2. The driver doesn't remember it at all and carries on at their leisurely pace.
Thank you, twos. I was like, what? I can't hear you. This is reality's getting distorted. My bad.
Oh, Judge Omar is upset. How dare you not remember one of our best memories?
And now I would like to use my
We are just at the rim of this portal. Pardon the graphic detail, but yes, it's pulsing in and out.
Yes.
Wanna I use my special action? Wow. Oh no, that's not my fucking. I'm sorry. I'm on Taurus because I wanted to read what yours did. That justifies discount. I am sitting here minding my own business, being the best passenger you've possibly ever had. And then there's homosexuals in the front, and a fish in the back, all trying to get us basically in harm's way as reality distorts around us. And no. If anything, Edith looks a little bit more purple in hue. Okay, in hue, especially in skin tone. And Edith will just smack on the on the headrest of the seat in front. I'm assuming it's the passenger seat in front, and not the driver's seat.
Okay.
But she'll just smack a couple times on it to get your attention and and maybe also break away from the gay vibes that Jamar is trying to send your way. Okay, and I
The
just-
toxic gays are at it again.
Exactly. And I just go, "What are you doing? We're gonna get ourselves killed. Is this the kind of service that you run here? I thought, what happened to this safety? What happened to the good old days when spoobers just took us to the damn location? Where are we? I want a discount."
Dude, homosexuals in the front, fish in the back is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
And I just feel
T-shirts.
like Smith looking at both of us, Ira, and going, "I know what you are." Homosexual.
Okay, did you know that oh fuck. One, I'm parched. I'm eating fruit that loud. Two was because I just need a reminder. It's 2d4, right?
2d4s, yeah, and the highest number because 2d4 because you're doing your goal action. Otherwise, it's just a regular action for 1d4.
My first roll was a 2. My second roll was a 4.
There we go.
Okay.
Absolute success. You get what you want and more.
Yeah, -1 fair and +1 to my goal.
Okay, let me put that down then.
This trip is gonna be free.
Fuck.
My goal is for it to be free for me. You know, whether it's free for y'all is entirely different.
That's
I've
true.
already
Everybody
paid.
has their own
Did
goal.
no one else pay first?
I haven't. You didn't ask me to pay yet, and also I would have said no. You have to get me to my destination first. I'm a little old lady. I live in the roughest part of this galaxy. It's like you gotta get me to my destination first.
What was that galaxy called again?
I called it press on.
Yeah.
Because I have press on nails in front of me.
There you go.
The ninth quadrant or something of the press-on galaxy?
Yeah, I was like the 9th quadrant, the 5th star to the left. Like, oh, Jesus. Very specific, you know?
It really narrows it down for me, yes. Yes.
Postal code, I don't know, a backwards
Post-
E, 7, like, the O with the slash through it, you know, like, just one of those.
Yes. E
Dash
equals
niner,
MC
niner.
squared, yeah. Okay, so I take off that fare bar, which is still now 0 again. We're gonna draw the next card as we warp through that portal. It collapses immediately after we've come through it. This time somehow, not too much distortion happened. Luckily, it was just cosmetic. So yeah, but you do see that Ira is looking a little more tinted green than tinted blue, from just a bit of a nausea from that. Warping is just not one of his favorite things. That's for sure. It messes with his what's that foundation of crystal based body. So next card. Are we all ready for the next card?
Yes.
Beautiful. This is, I'm so glad it's a whole different one. This is an 8 of diamonds. So we have here under diamonds at an 8, shine bright like a diamond. The telltale signs of a meteor shower starts to begin. The taxi driver makes for cover, but you soon realize that it's not meteors which are raining down, but hundreds of tiny space kittens riding pieces of toast. Pardon me while I just fill in the bars. Journey bar, fare bar, and 1 gas bar. Okay. So, as it said, tiny kittens be running down in meowter showers. So sorry about that. Writing their wow, it's all about bread today. Pieces of toast. You've got something like an orange cat writing a toast that's pumpkin flavored or pumpkin made or recipe. You've got a calico with like a whole grain toast. You've got a hairless cat, kitten. I guess they're all kittens. A hairless kitten riding a baguette. So you've got a million different meowtier showers. And Ira says, my, this is a phenomenon if I've ever seen one. Everybody look. And then it points to everybody.
Gilbert starts screaming.
He's a fish.
He is scream. You've never heard anything as loud as this. This little fish is making the most blood-curdling scream you've ever heard in your life. And as he's doing that, you see the little butler man just hold up a hand with a camera. And he tries to take a picture.
Do you want to roll for that?
I do want to roll for that.
All right, beautiful. So towards your goal. Let's see if you actually get it this time.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I mean, figuring there's no harm in it, the driver slows down just long enough for you to snap a few shots. I'm just screaming as I just get a few shots of these cats.
It's not so much that I thought it was okay to do. It's because you're screaming that I had to like take both my hands and block my ear hole, so that we kind of had to like pause for a bit as this is happening. And also, it's also safer not to have velocity when meowtiers are hitting your car, so it's probably best to stay still. So look at me, I know physics. Anyway, so we're pausing. So you get to fill in that little bar for yourself as a goal.
Nice.
How about anybody else? What anyone else doing?
Judge Omar looks at you and says, Do you remember mittens? And then says the words to you, mittens. And then there's a flashback of us adopting a little cat, and its name is Mittens, and we promised to take care of it forever. And then during our breakup, it was a hard fight on who would take care of Mittens, and we were fighting so hard that we left the door open and Mittens ran away. And we never saw Mittens again, and it was just another pile of already bad feelings in this relationships that we've had. And then it flashes back to the both of us just sitting in this car together in this taxi.
Okay, please roll for that fucking. Please.
I'm just coming up with all of the bad breakup stuff.
I love it.
It's so toxic.
Where's the highest? Yes.
Fuck.
The driver pales as they remember exactly what you're referring to, and for a second, you think you're gonna shout at me and take me out, but instead, you step on the gas.
Huh. And then like Ira, before stepping on the gas, says, "Cats have 9 lives."
Oh
um, Ira steps on the gas, and what does as that happens, and again we have a very physical lunge, unfortunately a boost, which will risk us getting hit by the meowtiers. What does Edith do?
As soon as that burst comes first, Edith goes "Woo!" and like slips out of the seatbelt and onto the floor of the cab.
Oh, no.
And my arms are dangling. And all you hear is, "Oh, there goes the color purple," as I now choose to not be able to see the color purple for my next bit, as I use my special action. It justifies for a discount, as you have harmed me once again. And I'm making
I'm an elder abuser.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm making a big show of it. You know, I'm on the floor. My hands are dangling.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm stuck. I'm a fucking V. Like I'm stuck. My whole body has turned into a V, and I can't get out. And you're still flooring it, and I'm just so frail and old. I can't do anything. The fish is screaming.
Yeah.
The hormones are sexually. Like it's not working. I'm good. And I shout again, "I want a discount. I'm injured."
You might as well fucking sue me.
I know, right? But in this case, like you should be grateful actually that I haven't sued you yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Space lawsuit.
This time it's just a 3, so no -1 to the fair. But I do still get a +1 to my goal, as I have successfully pointed out what is wrong here. And I mean, like, you could probably, like, roll your eyes, because a lot of things are happening. You're clear. It would not be hard for you to be annoyed or anything. You know what? I think the only reason why we don't have the fare lowered is because you're just expecting for a full-blown lawsuit.
I'm like, might as well get my fucking money while I can.
Yep.
Beautiful. And as Ira's like jetting it, actually like crying right now, thinking about Mittens and how he's gonna be so broke by the end of this. We draw a new card, but again, before I do, would anybody like a 10-minute break? Welcome back. We have returned and have had our drinks and our snacks, or relieved ourselves, what have you, and I hope you have as well. And I hope you've been enjoying this as much as hopefully we have as well. Let's get back into Space Taxi by the amazing Goth Hoblin. Our characters are still in the ride share. We are ready to pull our next amazing card. Hopefully it's maybe a face card. Let's see. No, but it's a 5 of clubs. And let's see what 5 of clubs has in store for us. It says towel. Okay. A white towel flies into your windshield. Where did that come from? Roll to avoid crashing. Okay. Before I roll, let me just tick in my little frigging general bar stuff. So journey bar, tick. Fare bar, tick. Not that it is that far anyways. And then we have the gas bar. Okay, so I will roll. Let's see what happens. For the 5. Oh, jeez. Ooh, it's a 4. You don't crash and manage to keep the towel. I am so glad because if so, at this point, Ira sighs a cloud of relief because if this had gone wrong and the crash had occurred and there was damage to the cab, he knows for a fact that Edith would have sued his ass. So he's just like, he reaches his hand, a crystal hand outside of the driver's side and takes the towel and uses it to wipe off the glisten of moisture that appeared from what you can call it a sweat in the situation, and puts it in the glove compartment. It's like, oh, that was a close one.
And I get up from being in a V position this whole time. Like I finally wiggled out. That last I don't know, shift was able to basically help me just out, just like pop out and just go, what? What did I miss?
Nothing.
Someone's naked. Because the towel you wrap around.
And then I take the towel and it's like the length and width of a hand towel.
Oh no. I've never seen a towel before.
Well, then how do you know if they're naked? You clearly know what it's being used for.
On space TVs, when the towel falls.
Okay.
But then my mom turns off the channel.
What?
Oh, she did before I got old, and before I moved out, she did that. So.
And when did you move out?
What year is it now?
Beats me. Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, it was before. It was before this year.
Well, it's at least a 3.
Sorry?
It's 3. I moved
The
out.
year, it's at least a 3.
It's 3. The year is. If the year is 3, then I moved out in. I'll be honest. I'm not good at math.
If you're saying it's 3 trillion, then yes, it's most likely that.
Dejamar sees you sweat a little bit because of the whole thing, and instinctively tries to grab the towel and wipe your forehead instinctively, and just sort of oh wait, we're not that close anymore. Just down, and I'm gonna do my special action of oh no, not you again.
The cringe.
It's a 3. The driver doesn't respond, but speeds up a little, eyeballing you warily in the rear view mirror, or in the you just eyeballing because I'm right next to you.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of mirrors on this thing. Ones you can see and ones you can't. So I apparently seem to be looking a little upward in the corner up there, and that's where I'm seeing you. I was like, and Ira's thinking in his head what in tarnation is going on here? Are they into me again, or are they trying to pull one over me? We got. How do I get rid of him? And speeds up. Anybody else want to do anything?
I'm trying to take a picture of the towel. I've never seen one before.
And Ira says, "Well, actually, if you want it, you can have it. I've already used it though. You might want to clean it.
That is too dangerous for me.
A
It
towel?
would soak up the water in my bowl, and then I could drown. Well, the opposite of drown.
Drowned in air?
Drown in the air because the towel is too absorbent, and so all the water would be in the towel instead of in my fish lungs.
Well, you know your body best. I will not give you that towel. Then you can definitely take a picture of it.
Yes.
Sure. Roll to take another fucking picture.
I want to take pictures of everything. Fuck. Do I roll twice for this one too?
Let's just do a 1 because I don't think this
that's
will
fine.
delay the ride.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I got a 2, so it doesn't matter.
I'm just like, I gotta
It
get
blows
it.
away in the wind.
Yeah, I try to pass it, but it flies out the window. That was moved open a little bit after usage. How about you, Edith?
I pull out my little pocketbook once again from my clutch. Just take a couple more notes down of what I'm seeing happening up in the front. Close it. I put it back in my clutch, and I will hold because I've been spamming this discount, but I want to get the greatest spam of all. And I'm just waiting for the perfect moment.
Okay, so if you want to hold your action, which I will kind of tweak for this little bit, you can, on your next roll, towards your action, roll 3 d4s. So there's a higher chance. So,
Yes, I like
but
that.
that's one little joker card I'll let you have. It's not everyone.
Yeah, I'm just trying to gather evidence before I make this claim here. You
Oh
see.
my god, you're gonna
Yeah.
run this taxi driver out of business.
Complain. Let Edith destroy you.
I think you can understand, as I don't know, a cosmic concept being,
Yes.
and a little old Asian lady from TNT. I think we understand each other.
Exactly.
Ira also, like, just in another part of the rearview mirrors, looking at the back of the passenger angle, notices Edith making all these notes so far, being quieter than usual as far as we've known each other for this short time. But what is space and time, really? Could have been any unlimited amount of time. We don't know for sure the exact measurement. But it says, ma'am, you've been writing something back there. Anything you want to share with the class?
Oh no, but I guess I have to start sharing what my observations are because you're just so nosy.
I didn't mean to be nosy. I apologize. Pardon me.
Yeah. Pardon. And I pull
She's
out
so scary.
Yeah, right. And I pull out from my clutch like a whole like a little shaker full of it just says fish food, and the fish food is fruit flavored, but it's fish food, and I just shake some into God.
Gil?
I'm sorry, Gil. I know, but I only remember your surname because it's just fish. I probably shake some into Gil's bowl because I've seen him be upset at the loss of the towel, and then I put it back in, and I just go. You might want to keep your eyes on the road.
Of course. I've always had my eye on the road and like adjust the hat and we speed off. As we're so clearly no one actually has a legitimate specific destination to fucking get to. At this point, that's what rings in Ira's mind. Like. Yes, there was a pickup point, but nobody actually told me where we're going, and I've just been riding and like.
No, I told you exactly where to go.
Yeah, where your home is. Right. At least you did. So it says, well, I
I
guess
said
since we.
Disney World.
I said
There's like.
next stop as soon as we're stopped. Like I'm out. So whoever is next here, Jejomar is like going with them.
Do you want to
Ira.
go to Disney?
Ira is clearly a really bad instruction taker. Has forgotten things already, and now is like paranoid of his passengers. Like, do I actually are they actually passengers now? So he's having his own little moment in his crystal mind. And let's draw this. Possibly the final card. We'll see what it does for us. It's a 7 of hearts. A 7 of hearts. I don't think we've had a heart yet, did we? Okay.
No heart cards. We've had diamonds, clubs, and spades, though.
I love that. Okay, someone's memory is much better. Yes, 7 of hearts, and out of space ship cleaning station, like a car wash, but for spaceships, just out there in the middle of nowhere, rigged up to an asteroid that's not moving like an asteroid, but just floating. All right. So this is hopefully as Ara sees that in the distance, thinks maybe somebody maybe Jejamar might get off here if I yeah. You know what? The car's looking a little scruffed up anyways. Let's go there. And I'm going to mark my bars right now while everybody decides what they might want to do at this working at the car wash.
Oh, I've never seen a car wash like this. There's water. I try to take a picture.
Just the best tourist ever.
I haven't seen anything. I've never left my house.
All right, so I finished marking my bar. Well, I hope nobody minds, but I do need a bit of shining on my beautiful vehicle. If you can pardon me for maybe about two minutes. It'll be real quick.
Yes, take as much time as you need.
I will roll up the windows so nobody gets sprayed. It'll be real quick, I promise.
You can crack my window.
I prefer not to damage the leather interior, so yes, yeah, it's plutonian leather.
I'll take a picture anyway.
Okay, that's fine with me. I believe they even have a service where they do a picture in between the car wash ride, so everybody can pose. There's a light that tells you when it's ready to take a photo.
Okay,
but it does come at a cost.
It's fine. We'll go around twice because I want the good one and then I want a silly one.
So roll to go twice. We'll only go once, but roll to go twice to waste time.
I did roll a 3. So it's just
for 2d4?
Yep. Unfortunately, yeah. But
yeah, so what do you get with that?
Just one goal.
Okay, you just get what you want. And yeah, mark your goal. So the first time, what's everybody's pose? You know what? Ash, you get to decide what everyone's pose is for the first one. The second one, though, everybody else gets to decide their own.
Yeah, the first one, in the beginning, before we, get to that picture, I am, directing everyone so that it looks perfect. And I want it to look like one of those old-timey paintings, of, someone has, someone sitting in a chair and the other one has, the arm. But we're still, in a car, so it looks really weird. But we all we all have a blank look on our face.
The sepia filter is added after.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be over a fireplace, and that people are gonna look at it one day and think that whatever location it's hanging in is haunted, and then.
And okay, that's beautiful. When we're going the second time around, what does everybody pose as?
Gilbert takes. He knows exactly when it's coming, and he just has his legs just reach into the bowl and take him out and put him on the tray real quick, so that he's just flat on the tray.
Oh God, I love that.
Jejamar does not realize that that's planned and is reaching to stop it from happening.
Edith, for the second photo?
I'm an old woman. I sit in the same position that I was at before, but this time I actually smile because you didn't want me to smile the last one. So this time I actually smile. Nice, sweet granny smile. And when we get the picture, it doesn't matter where, like if I'm smiling or not, or if the light's even on. Anytime it like shines on my eyes, it gets like super bright and kind of hazy, so it kind of distorts my face a little bit. Um, but you just that sweet old lady smile, and then I pull out those little guava candies and I start giving it to people. Plop one in for Gilbert. But everybody in this ride gets a sour guava candy.
Love it. So while that's happening, you'll see iridescent, just like really happy, like a kid on a specific winter holiday, getting a candy, like really happy. That's the pose for the photo. How about Jejamar?
Um, Jejomar, after so in the middle of the the movement of the car going the first one and the second one, Jejomar plays this really sad song on his phone. And it pretends that it's raining outside, the droplets of the rain looks out and just hums to the song. And it is our song. Ira, this is our song. This is the song that we dance to. And then it brings back this memory, this specific memory of us dancing in the rain. And we're dancing in the rain. And it is the first time that I said I love you, Ira, to you.
I
And
have an
that-
important question. Now, did this song originally have rain sounds, or were they added afterwards in
so,
order to elicit this emotion?
so the original song was just a song.
Okay.
But Edgar has a specific song where he physically added rain sounds just in case it wasn't raining at that time. And they saw Ira on a not rainy day.
Oh my god.
So he played the one with the rain sounds because the car wash isn't strong enough to make the rain sounds. So he plays the song with the rain sounds and looks out the window all sad, and then looks at you and looks out the window all sad.
So
And
please
go
fucking roll 2d4s for that
Yes.
nonsense.
Yes. Oh, it's a 3.
God damn it. So what do you get with the 3 here?
So a 3 for me is you don't respond, but you're ready to speed up a little, get this out of the way so you can just leave, drop me off somewhere. So it's just a plus goal for my end.
Okay, add your plus goal, but aside from speeding out of there, paying the toll or whatever, I click a button that unlocks your side of the car door. So if anything happens, just it's flying off, and you can just fly the fuck out of that car. Edith, did you roll at all, or are you?
I was waiting for this.
Oh
While
yes!
you're
Oh
having
no!
your
Oh
moment,
no!
You're having your moment.
Oh no!
I take my
Homosexuals.
final note. Finally, I gotta get this shit out of my pocket. Take my final note. And then I raise my pocketbook
Oh no.
that has the Overwatch defense sign up there. It's an old ass book. I raise it and I go, This right here justifies a discount. Perhaps even writes off this whole damn trip. But you're wondering what it is. Evidence of you fornicating with a passenger. How could you? What happened to confidentiality? What happened to professionalism? This was supposed to be a brief ride, straightforward, and I looked past all the detours because it made that little fish boy happy.
Yeah, what's fornication?
It's a grown-up word.
Okay.
But this right here, I cannot look past it.
Is fucking Edith like an auditor for the taxi cab company? Like what?
Apparently.
No man, I just want a free trip.
So, go ahead and wait. Is it are you rolling 3d4s for this?
Yeah. This is the
Fuck.
3D4 one.
Fuck.
I was gathering evidence, right? Because I'm not gonna just
Yeah.
like make accusations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make accusations after three game moments.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did get a 4 out of the 3 that I rolled. I got a 1, a 2, and a 4, so that was pretty good.
What do you get? What does the 4 give you now? Tell us.
4 -1 fair +1 to my goal. I am my impassioned, justly motivated, in my opinion. It says diatribe is as confusing and long as it is long-winded. And yes. I point out the looks that have been shared between you two. Then there is clearly some nefarious history going on between you both. Surely not safe for the prying eyes of a young fish. Not saying that this fish isn't an adult, but perhaps a young adult and unaware of this toxic behavior. In fact, this is not a good role model for this fish. And also, what about me? I had to sit behind you and watch all of this. This has made me very uncomfortable as a totally human woman. I am so uncomfortable by the level of public displays of affection being put here. And it's not even affection, it's affection ? Because I'm not sure what's going on here between you two, but I know that there is history, and that history is succulent, and I want no part of it.
Succulent history.
It's succulent, I say with gravitas. But yeah, and I want no part of it. I want to be taken home, which you have failed to do for at least 5.
At least
At
5.
5 units of time measurement. At least 5 has gone by. And I could have been home.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
I want to
Okay,
win this game.
So with that fucking soliloquy of you have killed Ashton. Ashton has become the void.
The spaghetti monster.
No, Ashton's okay. Yeah, the spaghetti has arrived. So, wow, after that fucking villain monologue, so what I would like to know from each person is, how many ticks they have on their goal bar. As for mine, in terms of journey or gas, I'm at 5. It's because we will wrap it up. So anybody beating 5 ticks? So
No, I'm at 4.
no.
I'm at 4.
Okay, and then we'll wait to see what. I don't think Ashton has 4. I really don't think Ashton has 4
I
for
think
the
Ashton has-
picture.
I think Ashton has at least 2.
Okay,
And that's just
so-
because they keep rolling 2. So
yeah.
2 is in my mind.
No, I really don't think Ashton has more than 4 or even 4. So let's pause for a second before for Ashton to come back, and then I will tell you what happens. Ashton, we are at the mark where we want to know how many ticks we have on our goal bar. As the taxi sheet, I have 5 at max. What do you have?
2.
Yeah, you were right, Aki. You were right. So that means the driver has the most points there, which means the driver wins. And I would like to say the driver gets to decide how the ride ends at this point, because it has been the worst experience of his existence so far. You've got this goldfish boy man entity asking
I'm
for
12. I tricked you the whole time.
asking for a Disney World destination when it's like there's a million different Disney World destinations. Like, pick one already and stop taking pictures of towels and asking
Disneyland Paris, obviously.
then that's back on your fucking home planet. Anyway.
Take me back.
Take me back. And then you have this presumptuously a nice little old lady who's actually collecting details to blackmail him and sue them for just something that was clearly not out of their clearly not in their control. And then you have the ex, who is so cringy and trying to make this the most horrible experience amongst their many volatile experiences, trying to beat that and make this the top of the fucking record, the highest in the record. So finally, just puts the crystal pedal to the metal and steps on the gas. I don't know what the car terms are. Stops the car. We are there's a floating asteroid nearby that has a bus shelter and says, "Everybody, please exit the vehicle.
This is not
Please kindly exit the vehicle."
This you have to take me back because
The all the doors except for the one Judge Amar's in, which was already open, like clicks open and like the doors swing open automatically. Out.
okay, well hold on because my leg is asleep. And you look down and the man is sleeping.
I don't care. I don't need your currency. I don't want a nope. Just please get out, please, or I will click the eject button.
Wake up!
Jamar stands and leaves and says to you, Ira, these were the worst times of our lives. And the best times. But definitely the worst times. It slams the door.
And then Ira screams, pokes his, suddenly there's a sky roof in the cab, and then Ira like shoots out of it and yells at Judge Amar, "We were only dating for 2 weeks!" And then gets
that together. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I get up. I close the door. I go make sure I grab all of my groceries. I come to the driver's seat window. I show you the app and I give you 1 star. And then I proceed to fix my visor like this, fix my glasses, and I turn to the side and morph into a giant floating squid-like creature. I'm talking colossus size, except I'm like pink and galaxy flavored. And I grab my tiny bag. It's still wrapped around 1 tentacle. It's like really, really funny looking. And I look at you and I just go, "I will not be contacting your services again." And I float away.
I take a
Jacob
picture.
is like, "Can I have a ride?" That'll be the last thing.
Yes. Actually, you know what? No, I come back. I pick up my bitches. I pick up Jejumar up. Fish. The fish wants to go to Disney World. We're gonna go to Disney World.
Yes!
Pick my bitches up, and I
I
go.
can't go on any roller coasters that go upside down. All the water fall out of my head.
I can't go on any roller coasters. I go opposite. We can put a lid on you.
And Ira fucking jets off, disappears in a puff of pink diamond sparkling dust smoke that shoots out of the jet, out of the wings, and blinks out of view, while the new party of strange friends or found family go to Disney space French Disney world, um, where where fish can't ride upside down, unfortunately, and that's how Space Taxi will end today. I want to thank everybody for coming here to see us and watch us play. I want to thank Mark for being such an amazing fucking being, putting this together and organizing everything. And I want to thank, obviously, the writer of the game, Goth Hoblin, for making such an easy, playable, but also hilarious and fun game. And I especially, obviously not lastly, want to thank the players here, and who I also dearly consider friends as well, for making the time and making this such a great experience. So thank you so much. And if anybody else would like to make their plugs, I will make, I guess, my outro right now. My name is Tenzin. I have been the GM today. They, them. I am at socials at Tenzin Days, as in days of the week. You can find me on multiple different projects. One personal being a podcast called Hot People Play TTRPG. It's a one-on-one intimate setting, and can get funny, can get dramatic, can get sad, can get cringy, can get anything depending on whatever game we choose. And I'm hoping to get each and every one of these people that I've been with today to guest on that as well, eventually, if schedules allow. Yeah, thank you so much for having me here. It's been a wild ride, and I can't wait to play again in the future. Who wants to take it away next?
Oh God.
I can go. Hello. I am Aki or Akino, and I've been Edith Ho, the little. Look, okay, listen. When it was doing character creation, I literally put age old and gender old human lady. But I knew what I was, okay, and that was none of the above. That was a little eldritch grandma. You once again can find me all over the internet at some variation of Akinomi_art, where I do a lot of things, many things. If you enjoy the wacky and the zany, I have tons of projects, and I'm just going to list their Twitter handles super quick, so that way you can just go check that out. That's at Goblets and Gays, at Own Mech, or Bring Your Own Mech, or Biom, at Unwavering Force, which is a all BIPOC Star Wars Pathfinder 2E podcast, haha, and Clever Corvids. We're back from our hiatus, have a new GM and everything, so if you want Blaze in the Dark shenanigans, I say go there. And then there's a couple other things that are coming out in 2024. Please keep a close eye on Goblets and Gays again. We have a bunch of things that we're going to be streaming soon, including a VTM game called Last of Eden's Vices. Just stick around, I promise. It's all good shit.
I will, I guess, go next. What is going on, Power Bottoms? Thanks for watching my Minecraft Let's Play. I have IBS, and that's okay. Today I've been Ashton, and you can follow me anywhere on the internet at popsicle_Mike or at popsiclemike. If you find something with that username, it's me. I don't know who else it would be. You can follow me on TikTok at popsiclemike, where I just post different makeup looks inspired by random Genshin characters at this point. And then you can also follow me on Twitch at popsiclemike, and that is where lately I've just been playing Marvel Snap, and I'm really good at it, but anytime I lose, I do take a shot. So it's fine. It's going great over there, so go check it out. Anyway, thanks.
I'll go. I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. I play Jejamar. Who is Jejamar? What is Jejamar? The answer is Filipino and yes.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things on the internet, but right now I do want to take this time to ask every single one watching and in the future to call for a ceasefire and to stop the genocide of the Palestinian people. Call your reps, send letters, faxes, and text messages. Protest and educate yourself by going to decolonizepalestine.com, but mostly bring the truth of what's happening to the people, what's happening to the public's eye, witness for yourself, and show what's happening right now in Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Hey, we love to see it. Thank you so much, friends, enemies, lovers, and liches. I want to thank Ashton, Aki, Glyza, and our GM, Tenzin Days, for being wonderful. This game is incredible. There's lots of moments I wish we could show the world, and I hope we do. In any case, this has been Apochromatic Unlimited, an all BIPOC co-op of creators working together to uplift the unheard voices of people of color in the tabletop role-playing game space. I've been Mark J, the disembodied voice of Apochromatic Unlimited, and we've been super proud to host what's been a very special actual play of Space Taxi. And if you want to support all the fun BIPOC content we're making, consider becoming a patron at Apochromatic Unlimited for exclusive content, early releases, and like I said before, so much Ashton, an unbelievable amount of Ashton coming your way on the Patreon.
It's true, I am there. I don't know what I'm doing on the Patreon, but I believe that I will be there.
You have agreed to things that you've also blanked out of your mind, so that's totally fine. We love you for it.
That's true. I'll be surprised too.
Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful day, and let's all hope for world peace. Bye.